Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Monday live stream channeling for the collective. If you're here live, feel free to say hi in the chat. And for those of you watching the replay, or if you've never been here before, I'll go ahead and introduce myself. Hi, Sarah from Denmark. I love it. My name is Allison Holly, and I offer these channelings every single Monday here on my channel. What I do is I tune into the collective energies. So I tune into the field that those of you who are meant to hear my words are operating within. And within that field, I guide you into what energies we might be moving through for the week. And I also channel for one of you individually who are attending here live. So if you want your question channeled for, I'll let you know in just a moment, but you'll type it into the chat. And then I'm going to randomly choose one of your questions to channel on. So that's how all of this works. I'm going to go ahead and say hello. Hi, Kennedy. Hi, Courtney. Thank you, Courtney. I was feeling really playful today. So beautiful. All right. So anyone who's joining, please feel free to say hello. And I'm going to jump into some announcements. As I jump into those announcements and we allow and wait for people to come in, I'm getting myself all comfy here. Let's go ahead. Go ahead and share with me. Oh, there was something I really wanted to dive into with the energies this week. Today's the new moon. How are you all feeling with the new moon? How was the 11:11 gateway? Those of you who are in my private community, you know how it was for me. It was a really, really intense experience. And I feel, absolutely just completely transformed by it. Hi, Mike. Oh, I love you. I'm so glad to see you. I love all of you. But Mike, I feel like we haven't seen each other for so long. So being able to see you so continuously just makes me really happy. Yeah, man, I feel so transformed by this weekend. It's just really, really powerful. And yeah, so feel free to share in the chat. What were your experiences over the 11:11 gateway? It was beautiful. Good. I'm so glad, Sarah. I think you said that you were teaching all day. Um, yeah, for me, it was this really powerful uh, pull into the void. And I'm really going to describe it as an embrace because, although it's just a very unique, different experience. But what I notice is that, yeah, it feels like an embrace. It feels like, the womb of all creation, And so, yeah, it was really, really beautiful. And what I was sharing with my friend this morning, who I live with, is um, my motivations are so different now. I'm so differently motivated. Um, the dissolving of those egoic motivations and some of that separation, it's always a work in progress, but oh, it just feels really amazing. Feels really beautiful. So, all right. Same for me, Sarah. A lot is coming together. How beautiful, Kennedy. I love that. Breakthrough. And I love it because those of you who are here live, like the majority of you are in the Limitless Creator. And yeah, that's my private course where we work on conscious creation and conscious manifestation and that void space. I got a lot to share with you all now, and I'm happy to hear about that breakthrough that you're all experiencing That feels really good to hear. The energies are kind of opening up. So I'm excited to hear what ends up coming through about the collective energies. But yes, hi Floor. Totally agree all. Yeah, summary. It's the weather's gorgeous here in Arkansas. I'm also just I love the fall. It's my favorite season. Yeah. We're recruiting Floor to the US, to the warmer US states. That's what's happening. All right. So go ahead and I love all the shares. Keep sharing. You're also welcome to type into the chat your question. If you would like me to choose one of your questions for channeling about, go ahead and type a Q at the beginning and then type your question into the chat. And I will choose one of those questions to channel about before I go into the collective energies. Oh, announcements. I also wanted to make a couple announcements. One, I am offering a free guided meditation this Wednesday right here on my channel. And it is called Releasing the War from the Body. So, this is something that I've been really feeling motivated to do, inspired to do for a while. And the timing of it all after this past weekend with everything that really melted for me internally and so much resistance melting down. Excuse me, melting down. And really, I just feel like I've been prepared for it. So the inspiration was to offer this guided meditation this Wednesday, and it's really going to be a bit of a master class. It's like I have so much to deliver. I am offering classes in every realm right now, and I wanted this one to be free. So, the removing the war from the body is going to be a class. I'm going to be talking about anger. I'm going to be talking about all of these energies. Collectively, we're witnessing the transmutation of this game of separation, which is what creates the war in the body. It's the residual of that. So I'm going to be talking a bit about that. And then I'm going to guide everyone through um, a process, a guided meditation to really melt down some of those pain bodies so that we can collectively really be the peace makers within ourselves. And then I know that the collective that I speak to, all of you are also leaders in your communities, and you're really here to bring these energies. So that's what I'm going to be guiding you all on. I would love if you could share this with your friends. Again, I have the goal of bringing to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And so anything that you can share with your friends, it would be hugely appreciated. Okay, I see some questions coming in. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm really, really glad. Oh, Mike, I'm really glad that it's going to be helpful. Kennedy, you had a dream about Stacy. I love that. That's hilarious. I had a dream about Stacy a couple weeks ago. Her energy's out in the field. We're all part of this community picking up on it. Past life trauma that I block myself. Yeah, Sarah, I can really see that. There will be, I feel that the meditation on Wednesday, Sarah, will also be helpful for that. So, what's in the chat, in case you're watching this later, is that the past life trauma coming up to be cleared. Man, that 11:11 gateway from 10:10 to 11:11, and who knows what's coming next. There's just so much powerful transmutation. And so, yeah, if you are having any pain bodies kind of stuck in your field, I would recommend Wednesday. It's going to be really helpful. Yes, yes. Sheer rage has been coming up. And I'm wondering what will happen when the volcano explodes. Do you like how I accidentally changed your wording from if to when, when it explodes? And so much of that came through in that private community channeling about the volcano, right? Um, yeah, there was a lot of physical clearing. I'm sure you can all hear I've got a stuffy nose. There was a lot of physical clearing this weekend for me as well. And still a little bit of that happening. I'm actually going into a rose ceremony with a couple friends over the next few days, which powerfully can really end karmic connections that are not meant to be. So I'll be bringing that energy to the live stream on Wednesday of that powerful karmic clearing. All right. Yeah, lots of bitterness. If you all remember in the collective channeling last week, that really came through that there was a lot of anger, a lot of passion coming through. And then wow, did we experience that, right? Okay, so I'm seeing the questions coming in. I'll make another announcement. All of the courses, all of the self-study courses on my website, which includes the Learn to Channel course, the Ecstasy course, the Honoring the Alchemy of the Body course, the Conscious Communication course, and the Sexual Alchemy course. Those are all half price for the whole month of November. And also at the end of this live stream, I will be giving away a full free year in the True Creator community. So I'll be doing that giveaway after the channeling. But yeah, lots of giveaways and prizes this month as I really step into offering these channelings to more and more people. So your support with that is so appreciated. And that's why I'm doing the give back. All right. So it looks like I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3 questions. Okay, cool. Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to choose one of those questions because I don't see any more coming up. If I do see another one coming up before I type it into the random number generator. For those of you who are curious, I often well, there are two there are two reasons. I ate a lot of pizza this weekend. I was fully emotionally eating because I was crying and releasing, and I tuned in and my guides were like, "Just eat pizza." So I have a little bit of congestion from that, but oftentimes I hold ceremony for myself in what is called rapé or hapé. And this is a plant medicine which is made from, excuse me, it is dried and ground up tobacco powder mixed with other different herbs or medicines. So the food of the gods, I love it. I had so much pizza this weekend. And my body's like, that's not great. It's a joke, you know. But so I am cleaning up for the rose diet this over the next few days. But if I have a stuffy nose, a lot of times it is because of the rapé. And if any of you are curious about it, I do have uh, just a small understanding of it, but I can really guide you to people who know a lot about it. And I have resources if you'd like to have these sort of ceremonies yourself. I'm very, very connected to tobacco as a plant medicine, as something that can powerfully clear the energy field, clear the body. I have done a tobacco plant medicine, a full 7-day dieta with a powerful plant master in the Amazon. So again, this isn't something that I personally am not here to hold plant medicine ceremonies. However, I have a lot of people in that I'm connected to, who I can connect you to, who will guide you through this, because it's really powerful and I feel a very heart-centered connection for it. All right, so I see 4 questions. I don't see more coming in. Did I count 4? Can you all tell me if that was 4? Or was it 3? Was it 3? Okay, it's 3. 3. So apparently I'm seeing a question that wasn't there. Okay, 1 through 3. Question number 1. And just to finish that thought, um, Hapé is administered through the nose, so it's plant medicine that you sniff. Um, there's also other ways. A lot of times I can just sit with it and commune with it near my heart. I don't take it internally. So, um, and it speaks very clearly to me. And again, it just clears the energy field. It's so powerful. So, question number 1. What is the most important thing for me to focus on right now in any area of my life? Thanks in advance. Okay, I got you, boo. What is the most important thing for me to focus on? I love that. So, for those of you who have been here before, you know how it goes. For those of you who have not been here, actually, I'm going to plug in my laptop here. I don't want it to go dead right when I'm in the middle of this. And I see that it's kind of like go in that direction. So one moment, please, as I set up the tech here. Okay. All right. Okay. So those of you who have been here before, you know the drill. I'm going to first dive into the individual channeling, and then I'm going to go into the collective channeling. I invite you to continue to post in the comments. I love to read those after I'm done. And then my eyes are closed for the transmission. And when I open my eyes, that's when I'll do the collective drawing for the 1 year uh, membership. I'm like, how are words? What are words? The 1 year membership in my community space called the True Creator Community, which is where I do one of these privately every single month. And it's also just a really lovely community space for connection. So we do a community call once a month, which we did on the 11/11 Gateway. The community call for December within the True Creator community is going to be about honoring and discovering more of the masculine and feminine polarities and how to ascend both of those energies within ourselves. So it's going to be a really amazing live stream or community call within that community. So how many times can I say community in a sentence? Let's try. All right, so I'm going to go into this question. Feel free to keep commenting, and then I'll read the comments when I'm done. And as you all know, the individual question tends to move right into the collective. They tend to go together. So let's look at this. Oh, well, it's just so funny because when I tune into your energy, I do tend to see flowers. So you're aptly named. Oh, and then immediately, I'm going through this right now too. There's a real powerful awakening happening in the solar plexus. Oof. And that's where I noticed that you commented that you've got this rage coming up. When we have compromised our sense of self-worth, wow, this is pretty overpowering. When we have compromised our sense of self-worth is when that rage starts to come up. And we tend to externalize this rage, and we tend to other our power. And that's what's been happening. How come I don't have control of my life? When will I be able to have this powerful energy of me come into the world? That third chakra center is our human will. And we deny that. A lot of times, spiritual beings or people who are very focused on the spiritual realms deny the human self because we don't want to have that polarity. We don't want to have the ego running the show. But what that does sometimes is it really compromises the very essence of ourselves. The ego is actually in its transmuted, in its very cleansed state. The ego is the divine path for the human in this lifetime. It is the will and the willpower. And when that is elevated, we're following our divine template is really what's happening. Oh, there's so much energy coming through me lately. I need to do some practices, physical body practices. So let me see if I can move this. Oh, well, and that's the guidance for you. It's moving that energy. It's moving that energy. There are many ways that we can move the energy of the will through the body in a very balanced way. Focus. It's a focused way. But there's a balance. We don't want it controlled. So many of us have learned that focus is control, and it's not. Focus is alignment. Focus is allowing the all of who we are and all of that energy to move through us and to channel it. It's not control. Let me see if I can get the right words here. Sometimes it is rage because that represents the backlog of energy. Sometimes it is rage, that powerful force that moves through us. And blocking that force is such a creator of illness in the body. So breath work to move the rage through the body, and physical movement. What's coming to mind, there are so many practices for this, but what's coming to mind right now is Osho meditations. Osho, believe what you will about him, was a powerful, powerful guide and teacher. And a lot of his meditations involved physical movement and breath work because we're in physical bodies, and these energies, it's the creative force of all coming into denser and denser layers of reality, and it is meant to exist in movement through this field of time and space reality that we call the human experience. Breath work. Breath work blurs the line between the physical and the astral. So it's got this powerful transmutative ability. So breath work. And I know it's interesting because my mind is saying, oh, this is not directly answering that question. So let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to what's happening collectively. This is moving into the collective already. There are the lower 3 chakras. We talked about this last week. This came through last week. The lower 3 chakras are really being activated. Now, what's happening on the flip side of that is I'm seeing a lot of purple, these upper chakras. We're going to witness a lot of powerful awakenings. But for those of you who have experienced that awakening, the lower chakra, no, and I'm getting that it's actually happening with everyone. Solar plexus activations are happening for everyone right now. And, sacral chakra. Let's see, is the root? Yeah. Okay, so there's powerful transmutation happening in the lower 3 chakras for the collective. What this is doing is it's feeding the heart from the earth force, from the earth energies. Sorry, I have like a fuzz there on my lip. Witness what's happening. We're learning how to be fed by the earth. This is bridging the cosmos with the earth for heaven on earth, but really for the rising of those Garden of Eden templates, because we've denied the earth. We've denied the earth. We've denied the connection with the earth, which means we've denied the connection with the self, with the physical self. So the solar plexus chakra, I'm going to go through each chakra and what's happening, why, and what this feels like. Solar plexus is the center of the will. It's saying, I deserve to exist. And our light, so much of our light shines through that solar plexus. There's nothing wrong. Remember, the ego in its full capacity is streaming the human divine template that we're meant to live. So it's this really intense life force energy. It's the solar center of the body. Look at what the sun does for the planet, right? The sun, it's the sun of the body. It creates such a powerful orbit. And when the solar plexus is fully open and activated, it's not a power struggle. The power is within. And we witness that we feel worthy of all of it. So there's anger coming up because there's this internal roar saying, I'm worthy. I'm worthy. And then the pain that's been blocking that coming out. Okay, let's look at the sacral, which is that second chakra area. Where this is shifting is seduction. Okay, the manipulation of the creative force. Are we seducing and manipulating, or are we allowing the joyful creative energy to come through? Seduction is sort of this manipulative energy of our sexual energy coming out. Now, it can be elevated. So I don't want to claim the word seduction as something that's manipulative. So seduction can also be flirting with life. Seduction can be this game of play with life. So we can elevate the energies of seduction. What I'm really seeing is opening the receptive energies of the sacral chakra. So being able to receive, which taps into the abundance codes, but it's creation for the sake of creation, for the sake of play, for the joy of it. And now that root, let's look at that root, because I can feel there's so much on this. The root is fear of survival, life and death. And we can see how all of this goes together. Am I worthy of being alive? When that root chakra isn't open, we're not being fed by the earth. And the earth is trying to wake us all up to the fact that this is where our abundance comes from. This is where those codes of the Garden of Eden start to awaken within us, that the earth has so much infinite for us, infinite. And it's ultimately connected to the breakdown, the destruction, the codes of understanding that destruction is part of that life force energy cycle as it transmutes into higher and higher frequencies. All of these major energy centers are going through an amplification process right now. So I'm hearing about food. I'm all, oh, I've been eating pizza. What are you about to tell me about food? Well, it's the joy of eating, actually. So that's interesting that I'm seeing it's the joy of eating. The play. So everyone's going to have a slightly different thing on this. Of course, drink more water is coming through. Drink more water. Finding the stillness in all of this. Finding the stillness. And in the stillness, what I see is that all of the energy centers meet their alignment. And that's really where ecstasy starts to come in. I mean, my body right now, I'm going to have to meditate on this separately, and I'll share with you all how to move this energy through the body, because it really does. Right now, I'm holding back from a lot of physical movement that wants to come through my body. Just waves of ecstasy. It's all coming into the heart. So this is bringing it all together. This is bringing it all together. It's coming through the heart. We've been hearing this for years and years and years. Heaven on earth, heaven, earth, it meets in the heart. So right now we're learning how to bring it up from the earth, because we've been denying our human. We've been forgetting how perfect it is. So in the stillness, it meets in this alchemical space of the heart and is amplified, and it just sends a powerful shockwave through our bodies, through the planet, through all of consciousness and humanity. Oh, wow. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm hearing don't deny it. So I'm going to have to work with this energy outside of this space. And I can just feel that there's going to really be a lot of body practices that come through. So let's see what else with the collective. The transmutation, the awakening of the energy centers, especially the lower chakras. I need to burp. It's not moving through. Okay. Let's see what else for the collective this week. I'm seeing a lot of money. It's through the opening. It's through the opening of these lower centers, and then bringing it all into the heart that we reach that infinite abundance. That's the prosperity. So I'm seeing flashes of awakening to this abundance, awakening to this prosperity. Don't deny it for yourselves. This community has a big desire. It's actually a denial of allowance for the self. There tends to be, as soon as I get it, oh, no, no, no. And that's a lack of worthiness. It's sort of like, oh, it's okay that I got this because look, I'm going to pay it forward. Be with it. Receive it. Sit with it. Be in the void. Be in the discomfort. This is literally what I'm hearing. Be in the discomfort of receiving and holding financial abundance. Be in the discomfort of holding it. It's okay to sit with it. You don't have to hot potato that energy. Okay, so check in. Are you deflecting the infinite abundance that's trying to come in by saying, no, 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 it's okay. And okay, now I'm back to zero. That's something that a lot of people in this collective that I'm reading for tend to do. Don't hot potato your abundance. There's a quote. Spend with joy, from a place of joy, not from a place of, oh, I can't have this. I don't want people to see me being abundant. That's the difference. And also not holding it for fear that it's going to go away. That's a smaller energy. I don't see a lot of that in this collective, but that's a smaller energy. But it exists. Witness what you're doing. We're tapping into an absolute infinite source. Are we hot potatoing our abundance because we're afraid of looking like we have too much? That's a big energy in this collective. Are we holding on to it because we're so afraid that no more is ever going to come? Relax, open up the lower chakras, witness what happens. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and come out. I picked up a lot of energy through that, so I'm clearing it. Ah, that was good. That was good. And I don't have any water with me right now, so I'll go get that after this is done. Oh, loves. I can't look at the screen yet. How did that go? How was that for all of you? I'm going to drink some of this cacao, and wow, the energy that comes through those lower chakras. Now I know why I've got these stones. I've been really guided to keep these stones with me. Lapis lazuli, I think is what it's called. I never can remember how to pronounce this. And they're just like really wanting to be with me right now. It's because I'm opening those lower chakras. And this brings a real balancing masculine presence for me. Whew. There's so much energy in me right now. All right, my loves, I'm going to try and read this. I love that little emoji, the little tongue with the money on it. That's so cute. All right, I'm going to read some of this. I pulled the seduction card in one of my oracle decks and didn't know what to make of it. It's time to seduce life from a place of feeling good. Oh, I loved that message that came through about seduction. That was so yummy. Wasn't that yummy? Yeah, breakdown and decomposition and its flip side of creation and flourishing have been themes I've been guided to look at over the past month. You're so right on it. I love it. This is so good teachings. I have back problems and it just resonates with these Whew, Sarah. Okay, I can tell I'm still very connected to you all. So let me, because like every time I read what you're writing, I'm feeling it. And it's okay. My guides are like, it's okay. It's okay. That's actually what we're moving into. We all feel each other. And that is for the purpose of no longer separating ourselves from each other. We are each other. So of course we're going to feel each other. Of course we're going to hear each other's thoughts. all of that is coming in more and more. Whew. And it's a lot. I'm feeling dance. Yes, dance. I feel safe with receiving money. Let's have that be our mantra. I feel safe with receiving money and being with it, allowing it. Don't hot potato your money. Yeah, that was funny. All of that was amazing, but the bit on focus not being about control, but alignment. Ooh, that hit. I love that hit for you. I'm so, so, so glad. All right, my loves. I have 6 of you here. At least that's what it says. So I don't know who's attending. Let's do it the same way that we did last week, where if you would like to enter the drawing for a full year's membership in the True Creator community, which is valued right now at $97 for the full year. It's also $11 a month if you do want to join and you don't. Winner chicken dinner this prize, but if you want, hi Stacy, I'm glad you're here. So if you want to be a part of that community and you want the chance to win a 1-year membership in this community, go ahead and leave an emoji in the comments. And when I see all of the emojis up, I will do the drawing for who wins the full year in the community. All right. So put a little emoji in the chat and I'll do the drawing after I see those. I don't see any emojis. Do all of you already have memberships? Is that what's happening? There's 2. Oh, wait, 1. There's 2. There's 3. Those of you who are in courses, a lot of the courses, there's 4. Okay, there's 5. I see a yes. I'm going to count that as an emoji. Those of you who are in some of the courses that I offer in the True Creator community. So the Limitless Creator course and then the Learn to Channel coaching course. Like if you're part of the coaching aspect of that course, you have free membership. So at least while you're in that course, all right, so I've got 5. Let's see who wins the free year membership. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Courtney, you are the winner chicken dinner of a full year's membership in the True Creator community. Those of you who are wanting to join who did not, yay, let's cheer Courtney on. I love that. I love how supportive this community is. Those of you who did not win, if you are not already a member, oh, I just now saw that. Oh, so if you would like to join, there is a link in the description box, also on my website, which is AllisonHolly.com, for all of the courses that I mentioned and for membership in the True Creator community space, which is our lovely community. In that space, you get free guided meditations that are not available here on my site. That are just for the community. You get access to all of the monthly channeling replays, which are just starting out. So right now the archive is little, but you get access to all of that. And you also get access to each month when I go live to either offer a collective channeling or to offer a masterclass within the community. The masterclass for November was on 11/11, and it was just me crying and trying to channel from the void. But the replay is available for that if you're curious. And for December, we'll probably be a little more cohesive, but who knows? And it is going to be teachings on the masculine and feminine polarities and how to elevate those within ourselves to ascend those polarities within ourselves. All right, my loves, thank you so much for being here. Courtney, I'm going to send you the link. Oh, okay. Thanks, Kennedy. Kennedy says the void channeling was perfect. Yeah, it was a big, slobbery, snotty mess, and it was perfect because we're going into the void, and it's time for us to see what that looks like. It looks like a big mess. So, and it's beautiful, beautiful. All right, my loves, I will see you hopefully Wednesday. Share this with your friends. I would really love a lot of people to attend. It feels like something that's very important for the collective to know about right now, which is how to transmute the energies of war within the body. Okay, so see you Wednesday. Invite your friends, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye, my loves.